Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? So this tutorial is a beginner friendly tutorial. It's on how to make a gathered skirt. So this is for a total beginner. So I have students which I teach how to sew beginner class. So if you're interested, you can send me a link and I'm going to be adding you to the group. But let's get started with this tutorial. So what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to make your very first project, which is a gathered skirt. So to get started, the materials you are just going to be needing is 2 yards of fabric and an elastic. So that is all you'll be needing. So 2 yards of fabric and an elastic. Then to get started, you determine the length of the skirt you want. So this depends on you, if you want it to be short, if you want it to be long. But what I have here, I have around 26 inches, 26 and a half inches here. So the length of the skirt I want. So I have around 26 and a half inches here. So you might be wondering how I ended up with 26 and a half inches. Now the reason is because I want the full length of the skirt. After I'm done making it, I want it to be 24 inches, but I added 1 inches for my hemming allowance and I added 1.5 inches for the casing for the elastic. So I hope you understand. So whatsoever length you decide to use, you add 1 inches for your hemming allowance and 1.5 inches for your elastic casing. So that is it. So to get started, so I said I have around 2 yards of fabric here, which I've gone ahead to fold into 2 equal halves. So this is 2 yards of fabric and I've gone ahead to fold it into 2 equal halves. So it means I have a closed edge here and I have an open edge here. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead to do now is to go ahead to close up this open edge. So I'll go and take this to the sewing machine and sew using 1/2 inches. So now after I'm done stitching down the open edge, so you can see the 1/2 inches that I used to stitch this down. So the next thing, you're just going to determine which part you want to be the upper part. Since it's the same thing, I'm just going to pick one of the parts. So the next thing we are going to do is to hem the down part. So we are going to hem the down part first. So what you do is, so this is where I sewed. So this is the middle. I remember I said that I added 1 inches for the hemming allowance. So to do that, I'm going to fold in 1/2 inches this way. So I folded in 1/2 inches this way. Then I'll fold in another 1/2 inches this way. So I hope you can see this clearly. So let me repeat it in a way you will see it clearly. So you fold in 1/2 inches this way. Then you fold in another 1/2 inches this way. So you can decide to do this all round. You can use your pin to just secure this down. So you can see I'm gonna have to use my pin to secure this down. So I'll keep doing that. So 1/2 inches, 1/2 inches. Then I'll secure it down with my pin. So I'll still do more. So you can decide to do this all round. So what I'll do now is I'll take this to the sewing machine and do this way, and I'll stitch this way and stitch all around. So please, when you are stitching, make sure you stitch very close to the folded edge, not in the middle, very close to the folded edge. So I'll show you when I'm done stitching it down. So guys, once you're done stitching this down, this is what you should have. So you can see that I tried to sew very close to the folded edge, not in the middle. So it's very close to the folded edge. So that is how you hem your garment. Then this is how the outside should be looking. So I'm supposed to use a black thread for this, but because I am making a tutorial, I want the thread to show. So that is why I used white, although there's white on the fabric, so it's not an issue. But that is so you can see my line. So this is the inside and this is the this is the outside and this is the inside. And make sure you sew very close to the folded edge. So we are almost done. So now the next thing to do now is to make our casing for our elastic. So what we are going to do, so I said we should add, so we added 1.5 inches for the casing allowance. So what I'm going to do is just to measure that 1.5 inches, just the way I am doing. So you can see I measured 1.5 inches. So I will fold this, so you can see the way I folded it. So it is what I folded here is 1.5 inches. So because I don't want these rough edges to be showing, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in 1/2 inches. I'll fold in 1/2 inches, so I'll be left with 1 inches this way. So I hope you can see this clearly. So I measured 1.5 inches and then I folded it this way. So I folded it this way. After folding it this way, then you pick a little piece like this and you fold in 1/2 inches this way. So what I'm going to do, the same way I pin this down, I'll go ahead to pin this down as well. So I'll go ahead to pin this down. So to make it easier for you, you can measure your 1.5 inches all round. So what I mean is I've measured 1.5 inches here. I'll do the same thing here. So you have to be very careful with this so that you can have aligned waistline. So you can see I measured under 1.5 inches just to know that this is where my folded edge has to be. Then I fold in my 1/2 inches this way again, and then I can use my pin to secure it down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and just make sure I do this all round. So for the upper part now, I'm going to be doing this all round. So let me go ahead to do that. So guys, when you are stitching down this as well, make sure you stitch very close to the folded edge. So the same thing I did for the down part, but just that this casing is bigger than the one for the down part. Then when you are stitching this, do not stitch all round. So leave like a little opening where we're going to be passing the elastic through. So leave like a small opening, which I have gone ahead to do here. And I will advise you that when you are leaving that opening, leave it around this part where we have a stitch so that you can see clearly when you are trying to pass your elastic. You won't have issues. So after we're done doing this, so because we are using this small elastic, assuming I was to use this one, I'm just going to pass it straight down. You can see that it can contain it. But because I'm using this, so I'm going to be making another line so that I can pass one through one line, one through the second line. I hope you understand what I mean. So assuming I was using a big elastic, this is just fine, it will pass through. But because I'm using a small elastic, I have to make the casing a bit tighter. So to do that, I'm going to be running another straight stitch. So now I'll still take this back to the sewing machine and stitch in the middle of this. So I hope you can see clearly. In the middle of this, I'm going to stitch. What I'm trying to do is to create 2 casing. So that's what I'm going to do. So when I'm stitching as well, I'm going to stop exactly here, still leaving these open spaces, this open space. So I'll pass it through, I'll go and sew, and I'll stop here as well and leave the space. So let me do that too. So guys, after you've sewn another straight line in the middle, this is what you should have. So you can see we have 2 casing here, and I still have my opening here. So the next thing I'm just going to do, and make sure that you stitch this all around. So you can see that I stitched it all around. So the next thing to do is to determine the length of the elastic. So for me, I'm using 30 inches waistline. So my waist measurement is 30 inches. So I'm going to measure out 30 inches. But because this is an elastic, it can stretch. So from my 30 inches, I'm going to be minusing 4 inches. So whatsoever your waist is, please minus at least 4 inches from it so that your skirt can be firm on you. If you use your exact waist measurement, you're not going to feel the firmness of the waist area. So if you want your skirt to be firm on you, so you minus from your original waist measurement. So let's say your original waist measurement is 30 inches, you can minus 4 inches. So it means that what I'm going to be cutting out is 26 inches. So if your waist measurement is 26, if you minus 4 inches, you'll be left with 21 inches. So I hope you understand. So I said the waist measurement I'm working with is 30 inches. So I minus 4 inches. You can see that I have 26 inches here. So I'm going to be cutting out 26 inches. And I'm going to be cutting 2 of these because we have 2 casing to fill. So you cut out 2 of the elastic. So when you are done cutting it out, you find something that you can use to pass the elastic through. So I'm just going to be using this little bobby pin. So that's what I'm going to be using. So you just pass it through. So you can see the way I just passed it through. So the open space we have here, so I'm going to pass the upper part first, so you can see what I did. So remember I said we left an open space here, so I'm going to be passing it through the upper part first. So kindly make sure that when you are pulling your elastic, make sure that this part did not enter. So you see that you hold it when you are passing it through. So now what I'm going to do now, this is the first one. So I'll take this now to the sewing machine and just stitch these parts together. So I'll stitch these parts together. So you can stitch it down like 2 to 3 times, like go over it 2 to 3 times, so that it's going to be thick enough. So now I'm going to release it inside. So I'm done with the first one, so I'm going to pass in the second one as well now. So the same way I passed in the first one, I'll do the second one. So because of this opening, I can as well pass the second one as well. So I'll do the same thing. So guys, the same way I did for the first one, I did as well for the second one. So I'm going to release it as well. So we are almost done. So the next thing to do is, because you have opening here, so you have to close this up. So the first thing is to fold in that 1/2 inches that we fold in initially. So you follow your first line, you finish it up, and the second line as well, you finish it up. So I'll go ahead to do that. So you finish the first line, so you stitch it, you finish it, the second line as well, you do the same thing. So guys, here is the part that I just stitched down. So please note that when you are stitching this down, be careful not to stitch on your elastic. So my elastic is here, my elastic is here, so be careful not to sew on the elastic, because if you do, it's going to stiff this part. So you have to be careful not to sew on the elastic. So you can see the 2 lines. So we are done with the making of this skirt. So this is how your skirt should look like once you are done. So I'm going to measure the length of this. So I said I want the entire length to be 24. So by the time I'm done, I should have 24 inches. So you can see I have 24 inches because we cut out 26, 1.5 inches for the upper part and 1 inches for the down part. So that is how to make a simple gather skirt. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next class. Bye guys.